We'll see you on the bobsled ride.
One.
One? I'll be number one. Oh, we got a red one. We got a red one. Oh, no way. Oh, like that.
Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the bobsled.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tobogán. Y cuide a sus pequeños.
For your safety, remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the bobsled. And please, watch your kids. Thank you.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y mantenga.
Okay.
Splashdown. Yeah.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
Drop it back, just hold down the red button and pull in the yellow tab. Watch your left legs out to the right.
And I have to like stretch it out. Sorry.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. How are you?
You good?
All good. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
And even though Extreme
Thanks.
You wanna go see? Say hi, guys. Yes, I did.
And then he won't finish it. He'll get like, oh, just take 2 more bites of dinner. No, that's not what I said. And then she'll hand him because Oliver wants like gummy worms. Oh, can I get gummy worms? And then she'll give it to Freaky first. That's not the deal. Like yesterday. If you do not finish, you do not get food later. An hour and a half later. Like, but, and then she already gave me whatever. I was like, that's not the deal, dude. Yeah. And then he sat there and he wanted to go, man. But you don't get dessert at the house because you scammed us on dinner. It's like, dude. And I can only sit there and yell at James so much. Stop giving him candy when he doesn't finish his food. Give him his candy after he finishes his food. Oh, Jesus. You're going now. I know.
Oh, the first
Yeah. And Bert's like, whatever. Just fucking do it.
Dan and I.
que aquí fluyendo.
Ve.
Not a GoPro. You could have bought one from
Pasa alguna por aquí. Por abajo. Por el último una abajo. Ahí métete. Toma tu paloma. Para acá, hijo. Ahí agarra aquí.
Oh, no, we gotta get these.
Ahí está. Tranquilo. No metas la mano en el pecho.
Como que quede afuera.
Sí. Yo voy a comer.
One. Okay.
How many in the next party right here? 2? How many? Aquí está bien, nomás para que tenemos como ustedes quieran. Si se quieren mover de ese lado. My friend, can you remove your backpack? Put it on your lap. Go right into the door. Thank you, my friend.
And away we go. Hello everyone and welcome to Storybook Land. My name is Jennifer and I'll be your captain and storyteller today aboard the Merryweather for Disney's Sleeping Beauty. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. And please supervise your children so that our story doesn't take any unexpected turns. Now some may travel the story through pages of a book, or down a rabbit hole, or even with the help of the Dictionary, and may find it magical, or even menacing. Oh, but don't you worry. Although it seems like we're being swallowed by monster the whale, the same whale who swallowed Pinocchio, we're only being transported to a magical place called Storybook Land.
Look at that. Nice little town.
And our story begins with the home of the big bad wolf coming up on our left-hand side, who is constantly after those 3 little pigs, but luckily those pigs live across the way in their house that's made of straw, the second house made of sticks, and the third house made of 100% wolf-proof brick. And just around the river bend is a small English village home to Alice, where one golden afternoon she followed a white rabbit down a rabbit hole and fell down into Wonderland, where things just got curiouser and curiouser. On the right-hand side is London Park, where Peter and the darling children, with the help of some pixie dust, flew off to Neverland, where they never ever had to grow up.
Can I have you keep your hands inside the book for me, please?
Look at the duck. There's a duck right there. Really.
And straight ahead is the city of Agrabah, and the marketplace where a street rat named Aladdin transformed into a princess named Jasmine, and with the help of a genie, stole her heart, and now live happily ever after in the Sultan's palace. Above on the golden arches where Aladdin and Princess Jasmine went over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride into a whole new world. And just ahead is the Cave of Wonders, full of mystery and enchantment.
Did you get that?
And coming up on the right-hand side is the Snow White plus and the evil queen that came across their home on the Seven Dwarfs, where they sheltered her for her kindness. On the left-hand side is where Cinderella wished to go to a ball, but her evil stepmother wouldn't allow it. But when her fairy godmother granted her that wish, and when Cinderella didn't return home by midnight, her carriage turned back into a pumpkin. And you can still see it up there on the bridge below the castle. On the left-hand side is the giant patchwork quilt, inspired by the 1933 Silly Symphony cartoon Lullaby Land. And all the plants here in Storybook Land are all 100% real and will never grow up, thanks to Tinkerbell and her pixie dust. And coming up on the left-hand side is the home of Mole and Mr. Toad. From the Wind and the Willow. But unfortunately, Mr. Toad isn't home right now. He's off on a wild ride to nowhere in particular. And just ahead is the Kingdom of Riverdale, where Sisters Anna and Elsa discovered something more powerful than magic, the power of love. And straight ahead is the Alpine Village home to Geppetto, where one evening he wished upon a star for his puppet to turn into a real boy, and the blueberry granted that wish. And coming up on the right-hand side is home to Princess Ariel and Prince Eric, where Ariel traded in her prince for some legs to be part of our world. And Ariel's world began under the sea in Atlantic on her left-hand side with their father King Triton, her lovely sisters and her friends Father and Sebastian.
Imagine your sister took
Alright, so that's the end of our story here in Storybook Land, and as our story comes to an end, please remain seated, keeping those hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat as away from the dock. And once we come to a complete stop, we will make contact 3, and we will all stand up together towards the center of the boat for ballast, so that nobody has to go under the sea. Thank you for joining me in Storybook Land, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Disneyland.
Ustedes bien, nosotros vamos. Go ahead and stand up, everybody, please.
Sitting in the middle of the train, make sure the little ones stay seated, please. Thank you.
Right, if you're just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, please stay seated, keep your hands around the feet, like the train at all times. Parents and guardians, please supervise your little ones, making sure they stay seated on a bench or on a lap. Away from the large train openings in the middle. Our next stop is going to be New Orleans Square Station.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a Grand Circle tour.
My friends, today in the back of the train, please make sure the little ones are seated, not standing up. Thank you.
Canal and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and aid the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop.
We're now arriving at New Orleans Square Station. This will be your stop for all attractions at New Orleans Square, Critter Country, Adventureland, Frontierland, and this is also going to be your closest stop for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. If you'll be leaving us here, please make sure to remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. Once again, please do not stand up. Please stay seated until we come to a full and complete stop inside of the station. Thank you and welcome to the Bayou. For your safety, please stay seated, keeping those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Parents and guardians, please watch your little ones, making sure that they stay seated as well, on a bench away from the openings or on the lap of an accompanying adult. Our next stop is going to be Mickey's Toontown Depot, gateway to Fantasyland.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering the bayou, soon to be home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Princess Tiana swears there's magic out here, and wherever there's magic, there's bound to be surprises. Blue skies and sunshine guaranteed. Speaking of surprises, this place we're passing over is chock full of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and other beloved critters on fun-filled adventures where anything can happen. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the Great River Valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of ear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, a cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland.
We're now arriving at Mickey's Shootin Depot. This will be your stop for all attractions in Toontown, including Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and for your stop for all time-zone attractions, just as the Small World Matterhorn Bobsleds. We are also having our Magic Happens parade happening right now, going from Small World to Main Street. If you'd like to go attend to that, just make sure to remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. Thank you.
Depot, Mickey's Toontown.
Once again, welcome aboard. Please place young children away from the vehicle openings. Please supervise your children, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Please supervise your children. And stay seated. Our next stop is Tomorrowland. folks just make sure to remain seated at all times. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
Great time.
We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
The monorail and Finding Nemo submarine voyage. If you be leaving us here, please stay seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. Once again, please do not stand up. Please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop inside of the station. Thank you and welcome to the future. Please place young children away from the vehicle openings. Please supervise your children. Keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Please remain seated. Our next stop is Main Street, but before we arrive at Main Street, we will be going through a tunnel up ahead. Inside this tunnel, we ask there is no flash photography, video lighting, or lighted toys on. Inside the tunnel up ahead for everyone's safety. Thank you. Once again, please stay seated. Next stop, Main Street.
those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope...
We're now arriving back at Main Street Station. This will be your stop for the Disneyland Entrance, Disney's California Adventures, Downtown Disney, the shops on Main Street, and great moments with Mr. Lincoln. As a heads up, the station has only stairs, no ramps, no elevators, so please keep all strollers and wheelchairs folded until you reach the bottom. And if you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. Once again, please do not stand up. Please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop inside of the station. Thank you, and this is Main Street, USA. Once again, folks, this train does not stop. Please take a seat for your safety and the safety of those around you. Please take a seat.